Yeah, look, I remember that. I don't think it was over then actually. But I think there's still hope. I know England played here against South Africa, I think about 5, 6 years ago. We're 4 down overnight. I remember Collingwood played a good innings and saved the game for us, and the wicket's still pretty good. So we've still got some batting to come. We're hoping AB can score the slowest 40 in the history of the game, and we've still got Faf who's done it before. JP who's just at the back end of 100. So there's still some good batting options for us to come. No, I don't. Look, obviously it's difficult when you're 250 behind and the guys are none down, and you try and put a man in the boundary, and then the ball goes through where the slip should be, and then you bring the man in the boundary back in, and then the ball goes through the boundary type thing. So it's always going to be tough when you're 250 runs behind, and there's no exact science as to how to go about it. 3 slips in a gully, or sweepers, or 6 fielders. So look, I don't think we bowled as well as we could have. There's no doubt about that. But look, you got to give credit to David Warner. He's playing really well at the moment, and he's hot, and he's in great form, and he's made us pay. So good one for him. Yeah, look, I suppose in terms of wickets, he hasn't done what probably people are expecting him to do because of the way he's bowled for us over the last year and a half. And I suppose that's the type of precedent that you have when a guy like Hashim's averaging 50 and getting 100 every 3 innings, he doesn't get 100 for 3 tests, and everyone thinks he's useless. I suppose it's the same thing with Vernon. He's been phenomenal for us for a year and a half, and he's just had probably 3 quietish tests. So I suppose those things are due to happen at some stage. Yeah, look, it's an emotional space. Look, if everybody's, I mean, Graham's been the leader of this side now for 12 years. Most everybody in that team, when they play South Africa, they know Graham Smith's the captain. All of them started their career with Graham Smith being the captain of the national side. So it's definitely a bit of a new era that's going to have to dawn. We've obviously lost Smith, Callis, I suppose Boucher a year and a bit ago. So those are 3 big players, and we need to start moving ahead now and take the team in a new direction, I suppose. No, for sure. But it's I suppose when guys like Sean Pollock stopped playing, people thought, geez, Alan Donald stopped playing. How are we going to replace those guys? And Dale Steyn rocks up, and the Morne Morkel and the Vernon Philander. So I think we're blessed in South Africa that we've always got some depth, and we've always got some good players. And I suppose it's now time for the guys like the Hashims and the Dales and the Mornays and the Vernons and the ABs to become those type of icon players, so that the younger players can feed off them. They've learned their trade from the Callises and the Smiths, and now they've got to impart that knowledge onto the next generation of Protea player. As disappointed as he is every single innings, it's whether it's his first or his last innings. I mean, he's got a lot of pride in performances, and I don't think he was any more or any less disappointed than he would be if he got out 20 tests ago. No, I had a chat. Well, he had a chat with me yesterday evening before dressing the team, and that's how I found out. Yeah, look, I think the same with Jacques. When a player of that stature makes a decision like that, he's not going to make it overnight. He would have spent a lot of time thinking about it. And no matter who you are, as much as you want to hold on to the play, if his decision's made to move on, you'd have thought about it. It's not an irrational or a spur of the moment type of decision. You'd have thought long and hard about it. So it would be very difficult to change a person's his mind once he's made that decision. No, not at all. Look, I haven't spoken about it. I might have heard a rumor, and I haven't asked him about it, that it was due to happen soon. I don't think anyone else knew about it, I suppose. He's kept it very quiet, and that's credit to him, and it's his decision. I mean, that's no issue in our life. It's the way he's wanted to do it, and fair game to him. Yeah, look, I suppose when you play Australia, it's always going to be tough. We always want to win every single series. We'll obviously take a draw right now and run very quickly. But it's always going to be tough. It's always a competitive series. It's always going to be determined on 1 or 2 spells or 1 or 2 decisions or 1 or 2 innings. So I wouldn't have taken a draw at the start of the series. We always play to win, because particularly with the history there that South Africa have never beaten Australia in South Africa, there was an opportunity to make history, and at the moment it doesn't look like it's going to go that way. No, of course it's like it was in Adelaide, like it was against India a few weeks ago. We've managed to get ourselves out of holes like this before, so I think it's a big plus for us that we can call on that experience, knowing that we've done it before. The batters that are still to come and the batters that are in, have played the roles and played the innings that have saved games in situations like this before. So we know it's very much in Australia's favour, probably 65, 35, 70, 30 at the moment. But if we can get to lunch, maybe one more down, it'll maybe get to 60, 40. If we can get to tea, maybe 6 down, it's maybe 50, 50. So we've got to take it session by session.